You know what this reminds me of? When I worked at the helicopter company, helicopter support. It 1,000,000% reminds me of that. American Ball. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. I worked for a major company, a helicopter company. It's called Aftermarket Support for Helicopters, okay? They're flying around, things are breaking down, parts are wearing out. We're a one-stop shop for helicopters. So I was told, we see potential for you. You're better than just working customer support. Revamp the business from ground up. You can map it out and find bottlenecks and find shortcomings and find helicopters so that our company runs more efficiently. Okay? So I busted my ass, I worked my ass off, I did double work, never got paid for it. And you say, oh, it's part of the process, man, it's just part of corporate America. Fuck you. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. Gone forever. Band. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. So shut the fuck up. Why don't you listen to me? Because no one cares. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. So shut the fuck up. Why don't you listen to me? Because no one cares. It happened to me. Fuck you. Why don't you listen to me? You don't know shit. It happened to me. So shut the fuck up. Why don't you listen to me? Because no one cares. You guys like pizza?
Oh my god. What's up, everybody? It's the homie Baloney Desire with the goofy goober himself, Wheaties. How you doing, homie?
Chilling.
Like a villain on penicillin? Are you ready to lose at SaltContent Bingo? All right, 1 second while I look for my stuff over here.
Over here. Damn.
Playlist. SaltContent Bingo. Shut up, Harmon. All right. It's bingo time. I hope you guys are ready for the bingo of all bingos. All right. So we go to website bingo card generator. Boom. Make your title Harmon. Fuck. Harmon Smith. Stars and Stripes? Nah. All right. Are you ready for this, Bryce? So we go. What words do you think that he would say all the time?
Oh, I've never watched his videos.
Shit.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nintendo.
Nintendo
Sony.
better. Because he says that a lot. Drinks from his glass.
Sony,
Drinks from moldy water. Drinks water.
Microsoft.
No. I'll
Mhm.
get it. Game Pass failed. Oh yeah, Harmon Smith's a weirdo. That's why we made Bingo out of him, because he's a fucking goofy goober. What's some other stuff we can do?
He wheezes, doesn't he?
Night, rain. Oh, I don't know how to spell night. Good God. Night, rain. Failed.
Working on my night moves.
Squints his eyes, because he does that all the fucking time, so that's gonna be a free.
Pushes up his glasses.
He never pushes up his glasses, actually.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Rubs his face.
He does that all the time. More like rubs his hair, though. Pikachu, because he has a Pikachu plushie that he is literally made out with. It's disgusting. If we see that all. What's up, Dungeon? Oh fuck. Let's see. What exactly? Oh, Pretendos. What else are we covering? Slur. Just any slur at all, because he says it a lot. Anything from the T all the way to the F, all the way to the N. Honestly, I don't put anything past him. Where is my fucking thing that had the list of what we were watching today? Oh, Claire Expedition 33. Elden Ring. Just didn't. Nah, because we already have night. Fuck it. Elden Ring on its lonesome. Not night. Rain. Zelda. Mario at all. I don't care. If he taught Pokemon. Fake sales. He likes to say that a lot. Armored Core, because it's probably going to end up coming up. I swear to God. Do we say Witcher and BG3? Fuck it, why not? Witcher 3, BG3, which is Baldur's Gate. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Giving him a cheap hardware for an expensive price. Oh, defends $80 games, if he defends that at all. I doubt he will, but if he does that. Oh, brother.
Oh my gosh.
If he talks about Metacritic at all, which nobody cares, which he most likely will. Pick his nose is a good one. He does that quite a lot. So disgusting.
Trans Zelda canon, question mark?
He did defend that. And then he said a slur at the beginning, which was great in the title. What's up? We're busy making the card for bingo right now. We're playing bingo on Harmon Smith. The loser has to react to Harmon for over an hour.
It's gonna be me.
It's most likely gonna be Brick.
Nobody's playing Power World.
Oh, he does talk about Power World a lot, though. And Power World's still played, just not as much as it was. Thank you. Thank you very much for enjoying my voices. You can blame Bryce. I'm the one who tested it on him when we were younger. Steam at all would be a good one. We already say Xbox bad. We're gonna say Xbox and PlayStation bad for the last two. All right. Okay, so what number of 30 do you want, Brick?
15.
15. Okay, we give that to Bricky Boy himself. There's your
Gimme.
lead.
Give it to me.
Mine's gonna be 27 because that's how old I am. So we're gonna make that smaller by a lot. There we go. Move that to over there. I can't dark mode that screen. I wish I could. I'm on dark mode. I'm partially blind in one of my eyes. Okay. Pretendo's Cope and Sieve over Mario Kart Worlds. He hasn't said it. We have to wait for him to say it, Bryce. Oh God. Here we go. Here we go. This is gonna fucking blow.
Oh, yeah.
Over the past couple of weeks,
Holy shit, he's loud as a mother. Oh, I just realized I wasn't streaming it to you. God damn it. I apologize. Make it easier for you so you don't have to react to it later. Not that one. Let's do it this way. Entire screen. That way you can just see it constantly. No Nintendo games for me. All right. Here we go. Whoever loses should have to pay Prince. No. We're not.
we've seen a lot of evolution when it comes to the copes regarding Mario Kart World.
There's Mario. I should have said copes. God damn it. God damn. $50 says he says the $80 right now.
You know, first we were told the open world would be empty and the game wouldn't be very good, that it looked like a budget title, that it looked like they rushed it, that it was clearly not as fleshed out as Sonic Kart Cross Worlds, you know.
What the hell is this guy talking about? Are you ready, Bryce? Are you there? Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm watching.
All right.
Like the narrative, they did what
If you want me to pause, just give me a heads up.
Oh, you're good.
they always do, going into like the hype cycle of this game, and tried everything they possibly could to undermine it and to try and downplay the game's
He's squinting his
obvious
eyes, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he is. You are correct. Where is I squint? Doesn't he talk so fucking weird, though, Bryce?
The way his mouth moves.
Constantly moving
Is
his
it-
mouth like he's talking like that.
The way he moves his mouth makes my head itchy.
Doesn't it?
inevitable success, right? That
Oh, God. Inevitable success. $80 games, by the way. He didn't say it, but $80 games. Don't mark that. Don't mark that. Just
this is why every single time one of these games comes out, people are surprised when the game does well, because
what game did well? Legend of Zelda? Didn't you try to say that Elden Ring did bad and Legend of Zelda did good? Didn't I just cover that? No? Anyone else? Anyone else smelling burnt toast already? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Fucking mark the damn Pretendos because it's in the title. I don't give a shit. How many in a row do you have? Tell me you have like 3.
I don't have anything in a row.
Oh, I have
Spread
2.
out.
I have 2.
Oh, actually, I do have 2 in one row. I have 2 in 2 rows.
Oh,
because
shit.
we go into every single Nintendo release with this kind of damage control.
Okay.
Right. You know, early on we're told that like this is going to be the worst game ever, and yet like
For $80, yes, it is not worth $80. Tell me, have you seen the gameplay of Mario Kart, Bryce? The new Mario
Yeah,
Kart?
I saw it. Yeah, yeah.
$80 game, by the way. Coughs. You think that's worth it?
Oh.
He's dying.
Like eventually that
Like-
becomes really obvious that's not actually the case.
Drinks from water. Where is the water? Where is the water? Where are you? Where are you? There we go.
Third row, second to last one.
God, drink my water. He eats it though. Do you see how he drinks it? Tell me that does not, honest to God, piss you off. Because it pisses me off. Who the fuck grabs the water at the top? Who? It's like, what the fuck?
Nom nom.
It's like what I used to do as a toddler. Come on, man.
Epic
The
meal time with
complaints
water.
I've seen about Mario Kart World are just insane. You know, whether it's like pretending the open world isn't going to have anything in it, you know, in a race.
All it is just NPCs with the ability of becoming a fucking truck. Oh, and you can unlock new things by discovering more. Wow. Totally not worth $80. You got me fucked up.
Racing game, or complaining about character choices or what have.
It's the same characters every time. All they added was the ability of being a cow. Wow. Black Cobra
It's
said
a whole
Queen
new
was
world.
mid. Thoughts? Queen what?
Have you. Like, it's just a bunch of coping and seething from a bunch of individuals who have.
He does this all the time. Outside
That's
of
a
the fact,
great pause.
yeah, he just ha. You know what? No.
Had no real interest in the game to begin with. And I do think that's the big thing. Like, this
The band
This?
queen? I don't know.
This?
Dude, I'm telling you, if you've ever made a video on him, it is the greatest idiot you will ever talk about. He's so damn stupid, though, it will actively piss you off.
Great
is
list.
the
We should have
major
put that on
Switch
there.
release. Switch 2 release, the day one Switch 2 release.
What?
Begin with. And I do think that's the big thing. Like, this is the major Switch release. Switch 2 release, the day one Switch 2 release.
Is that a sentence?
Cut your videos, guy. Please? Well, no shit, Oblivion is a better fucking open world game than Mario Kart. No duh. It's an open world RPG versus a fucking racing game. It's just a knockoff Forza. I'd much rather play Forza, and I hate racing games.
And we are supposed to, like, expect this game to fail. And the
Yes.
Bryce, if it wasn't bundled with the fucking console, how would you think they would sell?
It's first of all, the game is going to fail because the sales are going to fail.
Because you don't think people are going to buy that
The sales of the console.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think it is either. I honest to God, see that the console is going to sell probably the same as the Wii U, if not less. Because the only reason that the Switch sold so damn well is because of COVID. We had a pandemic, dude. Respectfully.
I saw a news article today that people got their Switch 2s early, and they're locked still for day one release, so they can't even do anything with it.
Yeah, I know. Also, I want to say this, Bryce. What the fuck is up with this dude's hair? It's worse than my hair when I was in elementary school. Like, we're looking at him sideways, side profile, this way. And this part of his hair is, like, out here. And this part is flat, almost. Did he just wake up and film this?
That Mario cap in the background being on his coat rack means he walks outside with that hat on unironically.
You know what really irks me? You went to the same college I went to.
A console to fail with it, and Nintendo to fail alongside that. Never mind that like none
Nintendo
of that
won't
is
fail.
actually.
Nintendo won't fail. They didn't fail off the Wii U, so they're not going to fail off this.
They didn't fail off of Concord. Or
That's
no,
not Nintendo,
Concord's
you
Sony. Concord's Sony.
idiot.
I was thinking Sony. Nintendo is not going to fail. First of all, Pokemon is still massive, especially for
They're
card
the
sales.
third largest aren't they the no, they're not. The third largest company in Japan is Sony. So
And then
they
like
just have
Mario
the
games continue to sell on the Switch.
Wonder actually didn't sell all that fantastic. It sold 11 million. That's not bad for a fucking platformer, but that's not good compared to the other Marios.
And then on top of that, bringing all these, I say old games generically, but these already established games to the Switch / Switch 2, Nintendo's fine.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna die. Anyone that says that is idiotic. I do think that they're gonna possibly change their strategy. Hopefully, please, for the love of God. But because back when the GameCube came out, and I've said this to Gar, and Gar didn't believe me, the GameCube was more powerful than the PS2. It was. The problem is that they gimped themselves by making the damn disk drive that fucking big.
To fail with it, and Nintendo to fail alongside that.
Nurgle's rejected. Oh, it's because Salt Time Bingo, bro.
Never mind that like none of that is actually possible, but
I mean, if Pokemon keeps getting worse, which it is, I'm gonna have to clean my glasses because there's a mark on it.
I think one of the biggest things that they're pulling money from right now is trading cards.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Not just
And
that,
especially with
Pocket.
TCG Pocket right now, yeah, that's pulling in money.
Buku money. That will always make money. That makes the most money out of all card games. Period.
Like based on Pokemon alone, Nintendo is fine. Mario, Nintendo's fine.
Actually, they're not doing as good, but they still are fine with Mario.
Like you already know they have a side scroller coming. That's gonna happen. It's coming to Switch 2.
I'm just so tired of that, though. You know what I mean? It's just getting ridiculous. It's the same
But
thing every fucking generation. It's just.
But it's gonna sell because people that do buy the Switch 2 probably have children, and those children want to play Mario side scroller games.
Yeah, but the problem is that they're not going to be selling as much as they would because they're going to
The
be
$80.
$80. That's fucking ridiculous.
The $80-$90 price tag is gonna make some parents hesitate, but there are some parents that are going to not even blink at it.
Well, of course, but that's the same with every game. There's people that didn't even blink at fucking the $2,000 it takes for Star Citizen. That game is terrible, by the way. I'm still.
I think there's a ship that you can buy on there for $48,000.
15,000. 15,000. It's a clan ship, and then you have to buy extra pieces for AI to man your guns. You gotta be shitting me, dude.
The narrative persists in spite of the reality of the situation. That Switch 2 is going to succeed.
I don't know.
I think it has the propensity to break even, maybe even make some money, but not to the numbers that he's probably expecting or hoping for.
I think that a success by definition means it sold more than the previous generation. That is what I define as a success, personally.
They base movie success on if the movie makes double of what the budget was. If it makes double of what the budget was to make and market the thing, then that's a success.
Because the Wii U was
any kind of profit. Any kind of
3DS
profit is
were both flops, both of them.
Any kind of profit is a success. But in order to gauge whether or not they will continue to do the thing, it has to be double or more.
That Mario Kart World is going to do well and that Nintendo is going to continue putting out like higher and higher quality stuff going forward.
I mean, it higher for them.
No, I'm just gonna state this, Bryce. He, honest to God, believes that Have you played Mario RPG? The Mario and
No.
Luigi Brothership shit, or have heard of it?
I have heard of it. I have not
It
played
sold a whole 1 million units. He thinks that it is better in every aspect to any game currently out right now. That's his favorite game. That and Princess Peach Showtime. And I wish I was fucking kidding you. And I watched the gameplay. Or he said that Xenoblade was the most hardcore game there was. Sorry, Blast. I know that you're a Xenoblade fan. But
Xenoblade is cool.
No, but listen.
But not that cool.
He fell asleep and played it on stream while asleep and tried to tell me it was more hardcore than fucking Elden Ring. And I just stared at the screen and laughed and made a joke with Gara about it because it was just fucking stupid. No.
Rubs his hair.
Rubs his hair and takes a deep breath and does a whole lot of jack shit and fuck all. I'm getting so tired of it, dude. It's just every time. Hey.
Yours is third row, second one.
You are a saint. Because I get lost.
Even looking at the release schedule for the Switch 2, even under that insane hypothetical that Mario Kart World failed.
Pause it.
Did he just jiggle?
Okay,
what
so,
the fuck? I want to watch that in slow motion. I want to watch that in slow motion and see. All right. We're gonna watch that in slow motion.
Even under that insane hypothetical that Mario Kart World failed.
He jiggled. Why would you do that? You got a fucking guzzard down there. You got a turkey guzzard. You should just stop.
So,
or at least angle the camera down so you're not looking like me.
What I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The release schedule for the Switch 2 is going to help it because it is a summer release.
That is true. And there's not like GTA 6 coming out this year. That comes out next year.
Mario Kart World's success is going to be based on not only individual sales, but the sales of the console.
Which is true because they're bundling it. Which I will give
Now,
them.
there
I
is...
will give them paying $50 with it, but I can't fucking accept $80.
You also have to expect streamers. There will be some streamers that stream Mario Kart World that will also boost sales, but not by a large degree.
Wildcat and Terrorizer are going to. You know they are.
Like maybe Smitty, KY, Speedy. Like if they do, it may boost sales. Like, but it's not going to be by a large margin. It may help, but not by much.
That's true.
And if anything, it will only help it after like a month.
Do you see what we're dealing with? Do you see why we make fun of this dude all the time?
Like, you have Donkey Kong Bonanza coming out in July.
Nobody's gonna play that game.
The childish version of Deep Rock Galactic that they're charging $70 fucking for. You got me fucked up thinking I'm buying that.
The only way that game sells is because it's a Donkey Kong game.
Exactly.
You have like, Kirby and the Forgotten Land getting ported. You have
a port of a game. Wow! God damn it! Oh, yeah, it's getting.
Did you say Kirby?
Yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It's a Switch game. It's being ported. Oh, there's also Tears of the Kingdom. I want you to hear this, Bryce. Or no, my bad. Tears of the Kingdom is the new one. Breath of the Wild is the older Zelda game.
That one was good.
Yeah, but how much do you think it's going to be to play the Switch version if you didn't own it already? $70 just to get the base game, and then $90 to get the DLC as well. fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Plus, these cartridges have a tendency of being like really affected by magnets. What do you think the controllers are held in with?
You said the magnets?
Yeah. The cartridges, the games.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think they can be completely destroyed by magnets? What do you think they are held into the console with?
Yeah, magnets.
High-powered magnets, not just negative, like positive, negative magnets.
Mario Party, you have like
I could see that too, Power, but I don't know. For $70, I doubt it. I think it will probably be maybe like $5 mil.
games like Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Legends ZA. Like,
Oh shit.
What did you say?
He said Pokemon. See, he said Pokemon Legends ZA, which is I'm excited for as a Pokemon fan, but I'm also not at the same time.
Our boards are looking kind of similar, buddy.
Oh shit.
Not in the way it's set up, but in the way the X's are set up.
there's simply too much coming out this year and going into the next.
For everyone, not really for Nintendo. You get a most likely rushed Pokemon game that will probably have some cool aspects. If you do and don't get the NSO, I don't want to look at the NSO packs at all.
That would really...
Dude, can you cut out your long blank stares into the space? God.
That can really be used to weaponize against Nintendo Switch. Like, there are so many games, it's very, very difficult for anyone to sit there and try and tell you that Switch doesn't have anything coming out, that there's...
Can you pause? Oh, I was about to ask you to pause. Why does he talk with his eyes closed?
So, you know how I have really, really bad eyes, and I have to pretty much leave my glasses on, or I have to wear hats because of all the damage I've taken to my eyes. I honest to God believe this guy has the exact same diagnosis and never got glasses that fix to his eyes, or he just fucking also has, or he doesn't like light at all, which if he doesn't, then why the fuck do you have every light in your house on? Like, I, honest to God, can't go outside with my eyes. I just can't.
That or the room he's in is just that dusty.
Or both. What's really disgusting is look at his glasses and then try to tell me how they're not, like, super foggy. Let alone the fact that he has this stupid black bar because he's recording with a webcam from his laptop that he listens to ASMR Princess Peach fart porn on. Fucking disgusting.
There's nothing to play, that, like, I'm not interested in that.
Stop. Don't say dat. Guy, just don't. Just don't do it.
Now
lip smacking.
It's just a giant...
Picking his nose! Oh, yeah. Getting close. Where you at?
I'm chilling.
How many do you have in a row? Tell me 3.
A few.
There's a few. 4.
Like, I need 3 in basically every row right now.
Almost.
Coke. You can't even, like, really do that thing of, like, well, I only play mature games for mature gamers.
Yeah, because there's no mature games coming to you. What, Dust Bloods? Which is just a worse version of Elden Ring Night Raid? Woo! Good job.
I only play games set on alien planets in realistic sci-fi settings because we're...
What game is he fucking talking about?
Those games are fun.
What game is he talking about though? I don't.
He's just talking about those kinds
Mass
of games
Effect?
in general.
Oh, Oh.
He's talking about those games in general.
We're getting
Because they're
Metroid Prime
fun.
4, right?
They're getting Metroid Prime 4, a remaster of a game. Fucking awesome.
When's the last time you played Metroid, buddy?
Me? Last time I played Metroid was with Dylan when he was still living with his parents. Back when, what? I was 15, I think. At Tyler's 17th birthday. Yeah, I think that was when I last played Metroid. I played Metroid Beyond with Dylan.
And that was on the Wii at that point, right?
I think so. It was either Wii or GameCube. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
You know, and everyone's conveniently ignoring that, brushing that game under the rug too, but
Because it sucks.
Oh, Metroid Prime 4 is a new entry. I didn't know it was a
Metroid.
remaster. I apologize. They all look the same to me.
Metroid is a good franchise.
It is. It's okay. I prefer old Halo, and
But you might as well just go play Halo.
yeah, just play Halo on Legendary and fucking hate yourself, or do what I'm doing, play Doom.
Not saying that they're the same game, but it's like the same concept. Super armored person fights alien.
Basically. Same premise, I would say. Oh, it's being released also on the Switch 1, so it's going to run like ass. Good job. Thank you.
But people also don't want like hyper realistic gaming. They want sci-fi because it's an escape from reality.
Of course. I do like some realistic games, mostly just football, but in wrestling, but that's about it. I don't really care for hyper realistic games. Some are cool in theory, and then they just play like ass. Like I can honest to God say I love RDR2, but it is a game you can never replay because of how fucking terrible the systems are. Tell me I'm wrong, Bryce. Great game in aspect. If you play it one time, you have a blast. Try to play it a second, you're like, fuck. Why do you think on Switch 2 it's the only game shown so far that can hit 4K or 120 FPS? The only game.
Can the Switch hit that?
Probably not. When the game comes out, we'll be able to find out, won't we? Thank you, Digital Foundry.
Just because the game can doesn't mean the console can.
That's true. Plus, it's just going to be upscaled and fake frames, like the same shit that you get with the 4090 and 5090. I know, because I have a 4090.
This is the pretty typical cycle when it comes to Nintendo release schedules, right? When it comes to new console releases, you know.
What? Did I cheat in Oblivion? No. So if it's on Switch 1, it runs at 60 FPS. Okay.
Also, hold on, don't play the video yet. I want everyone, you can do this in your own time, you can do it right now, maybe in another tab. Look up the release trailer for the Switch 2, specifically the part where they're playing Mario Kart World. The gameplay is so laggy, and you need to understand that was the best footage that they got, and that's what they used.
I remember that, yeah. Or when they had Discord that you had to pay for, and people tried to argue with me saying, it's not Discord. And I said, yes, it is.
I saw reports that you also need to hook up a phone number to use it as well.
Yeah, you have to have your phone number, the same thing you need with Discord, which is fine for Discord, because you use your phone. You don't use your phone on your fucking Switch, so why? You can get a new account. Okay, I can make a new account and a new phone number within the snap of my fingers. What the fuck is the point? Bryce, they're asking if you're talking about the debut of the game chat or when the game is full screened.
Both.
It did lag
Just
quite a bit.
just watch. Just like even if you have to slow it down, like that's probably not going to make it easier to see because it's also lagging to keep up with the speed. But if you play it at normal speed, just watch the gameplay. Don't listen to anything that they're saying. Don't look at anything else. Just look at the gameplay.
Yeah, wasn't too impressed with that damn console. I was not.
Back in the day, we were told that the N64 didn't have games.
When did the 64 come out? I don't remember it.
I don't want to get it wrong, so I'm not gonna throw a number out there.
1996. When was PlayStation 2? Oh, so it legitimately came out 2 years before I was born. 2 years before you and I were born. My household has had every single console I can think of besides the 64. I, honest to God, don't remember the 64 at all. Period. I think I've seen one friend of mine have it. And that was
a family member of mine in another state had a Nintendo 64. So whenever I go up there, I play Mario Kart 64.
Nobody fucking had it though, right? Am I losing my shit? Because I have only seen it once in my entire life.
Now that is also to say that this was in the early 2000s that I was doing this.
That's true. So was I because I was we were 2. We were 2 when the PS2 came out. For fuck's sake.
On day one, and yet if you actually look at the release schedule, Mario 64 day one, Pilot Wing 64 day one.
What is that? I never even heard of that. I've heard of
what
Mario.
Was the second one?
Pilot Lin. I don't. Let's hear it.
Or didn't have games on day one, and yet if you actually look at the release schedule, Mario 64 day one.
I know that game.
Pilot Wing 64 day one.
What the fuck is that game? I don't even know what that game is. I've never heard of
which game?
I can't even tell what he's saying.
What the hell is Pilot Lin?
What's up, boss? Pilot Wings 64? Chat saying?
Pilot Link. Well, what the hell?
Pilot Wings.
I've never heard
Pilot Wings. It was bundled with the console.
Bryce,
at one point.
This guy's old enough to be our dad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I never heard of that shit.
Wave Race.
No, Raymond, he didn't because he's too young. The 64 came out before he was born.
It was 2 years before I was born.
2 years.
Both of us were. Bryce is only a few months older than me. 4 exactly. Actually, a little less. It's like 3 in a few days.
64 day one, Pilot Wing 64 day one, Wave Race, Killer.
What the hell is Wave Race? Is that old arcade game that you'd see?
Oh, it's a Pilot Wings a sequel. Okay.
Wave Race was similar, but it's basically like racing on a track with jet skis, kind of thing.
The same shit you'd get in a fucking arcade for like.
There was an arcade game similar, yeah.
Well, what the fuck cares then?
Killer Instinct, like night.
Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct is fantastic,
Yeah,
and you can fight me on it.
I can state that. It's a good fighter. I'm more excited that Virtua Fighter's back. That's going to be fun.
86 was a way better year than I think a lot of people give it credit for.
Nobody's saying it wasn't.
I don't even know half the games you listed outside of. I know Killer Instinct and Mario 64. That should say enough. Those are the only 2 I've known anything of. I never even heard of Pilot Wings.
And
I know Killer Instinct's a one-on-one fighter.
Considering 97 and 98 are some of the best years in gaming ever.
No. Fuck no. No.
Hold on, rewind that.
He said 96 and 98 are the best game years ever.
98, I think Pokemon Red came out.
I think it's 2004 and 2006.
No, 96.
It came out in
Well,
96?
It came out in 94. It was released red and blue in the US in 96.
What came
Because
out
in Japan, 94 was yellow and green.
I will die on the hill that says that this is one of the best years of all time. I will die on the hill.
I think maybe the Pokemon anime came out in 98?
2004,
Something Pokemon came out in 98.
2004, we got Spider-Man 2 on PS2. We got ESPN 2K5, which was actually really good. The original Star Wars Battlefront. Halo 2, San Andreas. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within, which was also good. Need for Speed Underground. I remember playing that.
No, Brendan, keep in mind,
Budokai
they also
2.
had the benefit of sitting outside of their respective gaming retailer for 12 to 24 hours and waiting for a release, which is part of the experience.
98 would have been 98's a good year, but it's not the best. I would say 2004, 2006, or when was the year of Half-Life 2?
2007 was good.
2010. What was 2000? What was Half-Life 1? I can't remember. It was either Half-Life 2 or Half-Life 1.
Half-Life 2 was 2004.
Half-Life 2 was 2004. Huh.
Now, Half-Life 1 was in 1998.
Which is a good year, yes. I'm just saying if you're going to compare it, I would still
It's a good year. It is not a fantastic year overall, but a lot of good games did come out of that era.
I think 2004 is the best year. I think, period. I don't even think that's arguable. I think that 2004 was the best year of gaming.
See, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that because by then I was already in the military at that point, so I didn't
With
have many
titles
games
like
systems at
GoldenEye
the
and
moment, except for PC.
Oh, here it comes, Bryce.
7 and 98 are some of the best years in gaming ever, with titles like GoldenEye and Legend of
GoldenEye
is good.
It is good, so I'm not going to take on it.
Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time's goated.
I don't really like Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time's goated.
I didn't like it. Maybe it's just me.
Like, how
Ocarina
exactly?
of Time, I would say, is by far everybody's favorite.
But would you
it's-
honestly take those two games over Half-Life 2 and Halo 2, Bryce?
Oh, Halo 2 beats every game
Hot take,
prior
I
to it.
actually preferred A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds more than
I did
Ocarina
too.
of Time.
I did too. And I don't like Link that much, but I did like A Link to the Past a lot.
Halo 2 beats every game that was ever released before it.
No.
Yes.
Doom 2.
No.
I'll die on that hill.
Doom 2.
No, there was games that were released before Halo that were just as good, if not better.
Well, you have to think, Power Boss. Me and Bryce, our first ever multiplayer video game was at our church, playing Halo against each other, killing each other. It was great.
I mean, that's great childhood memories, but that doesn't mean that it definitively beats everything before.
The hill I'm dying on is nostalgia, purely.
It's purely nostalgia.
And that's fine. That's fine.
I'll admit it.
You,
specifically dealing with Gabe and Mason. Mostly Mason and Skylar.
I mean, I could introduce you both to some games. I know that Desire probably wouldn't like a lot of them because
I hate
probably half of them would be turn-based, but there are some that might surprise you.
Bryce doesn't.
There might be some that's.
I'm just.
There might be some that surprise you.
Both me and Bryce are not the biggest fans of turn-based games at all.
That's fine, but there might be some that surprise you.
Fire Emblem's pretty good.
I said we're not.
I like Fire Emblem.
We like some of them. I like South Park. You like Fire Emblem. You also like South Park.
I would say a different take on turn-based that you might want to give a try.
Unreal Tournament came out in '98. I did like that.
Unfortunately, is an Ubisoft game.
No.
What is?
No.
Heroes of Might and Magic franchise.
Zelda Ocarina of Time. Like, how exactly are we supposed to believe that Nintendo is that the N64 failed? You know,
I never said it failed. I just don't know of it.
I don't think it did.
There's like 3 games. The only consoles that failed for Nintendo was the 3DS and the Wii U. That's it. I don't think of it as the 64.
If you ask anybody age 35 and over to name 3 or 4, maybe 5 consoles, Nintendo 64 is going to be on that list.
No. My Uncle Tyler wouldn't put that on his list. And
I'm not saying like name your favorite consoles. I'm saying like name 5 gaming consoles. Nintendo 64 is going to be on there.
And I'm telling you, I already know his answers because they're his favorite going down. The NES, the PS2, the PS1, the Super Nintendo, and then the 360. Those are all the consoles that he ever had in my entire lifetime, and he loved all of them. Guess I had a Game Boy, but barely used it.
And that's like very self-evident when you go through like the Nintendo Classics N64 app and like see.
You mean the thing that I have on my PC currently?
Talking about emulators?
Yeah, because the Switch doesn't have real games; it just emulates. I said it.
Ooh, Atari would be on that list too.
Atari was awesome. We had that at the church too. That was awesome. Loved it.
Just how many great N64 games there are. Like the narrative that N64 had no games was never
I don't know who the fuck this dude talks to.
able to sustain itself under any actual
I just want to state this. He named 7 games for a whole generation. 7. A whole generation. I could name a list of games for the PS2 and 360. My 2 favorite consoles. Like, I can list.
under any actual analysis, right? Like anybody who actually plays an N64 console would find dozens of games to play that were way better than the slop that you got on PlayStation or Sega Saturn. In fact,
What?
Just keep playing.
I will say, you don't want me to start listing games off of each console generation.
That's because you don't go outside.
the PlayStation, its very best games really can't compete with Nintendo 64 in any way.
What?
Do you see what?
I gotta take a lap.
Do you see why we? This is so stupid. The original Dragon Ball Budokai on its own. No. Oh my god, man.
Play the fucking video.
Do
I
you
got
see?
nothing nice
Do
to
you
say.
see why we get mad at this dude all the time, Bryce?
Shape or form. It's kind of crazy, you know, if you actually play Ocarina of Time, just how much better it is than Metal Gear Solid.
I'll fucking kill him. I can't say that. I'll kill him in game.
He's gonna delete his Minecraft save file.
I'm gonna delete his Princess Peach save file.
No. Oh my god, man! I'm not even the biggest fan of Metal Gear, but
I think
know
that counts
Metal
as
Gear was
PlayStation
fun.
bad. I think that counts as
That counts
PlayStation
as
bad.
PlayStation bad because he just shat on it. 3 in a row now.
Holy crap.
Oh boy.
You know, just how much better it is than Final Fantasy VII. It's just
I don't even like Final Fantasy. And I love the original Final Fantasy VII. I utterly detest what they have done with the remakes because they're re-releasing 1, 2, and 3 on their lonesome, which is fucking stupid. But
Currently replaying Final Fantasy VII Remake like right now.
I actually I don't like the remakes, but I love 7 on its lonesome. The OG.
Well, see, here's the thing, though, especially with the Final Fantasy series, you have to take each game and break it down by what it did good and what it did bad in every single one of the games, because none of them have connecting storyline.
That's very true.
I mean, 7 was good, but it wasn't without its flaws.
Of course, but I fucking still loved it. It's the one that I actually like. I don't like any of the others.
Well, like I
like-
said,
I like
when it comes
7,
to 7,
and I think I like 9. What's the other one that has Cloud? Is it 9 or
that would be
8?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
Unless you're talking about the spin-off Crisis Core,
might be Crisis Core.
where you play as Zack.
I don't know. It was really good though.
But yeah, the original Final Fantasy VII was 3 discs on PlayStation and 4 discs on PC.
Yep, I know because I had all 4. All 4 discs. I'm the one who split it in half on my dad's PlayStation, and then he got it on PC, and then I played it later. It was really good.
I still have the original discs.
Back to this fucking idiot.
Because it's just
yeah.
kind of crazy just how much more cutting edge Ocarina was than those games. Even
No, it wasn't. It still isn't.
I don't like Ocarina, but just stop, man. Over Metal Gear? Are you insane? Fucking-
Ocarina of Time is good, but cutting edge over. Oh God.
And the original Budokai? You got me fucked up, bro. It's so stupid.
even if the general industry never admitted it. In fact, we're kind of seeing something similar now with Breath of the Wild. You know, that game's almost
Keep playing. Let him finish
a
his thought.
decade old and still considerably more technologically advanced than like any of its competitors, right?
I'm going to drink some.
Name one.
I'm drinking water. I'm pissed.
Name one.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed. God damn it.
Oh my God. Breath of the Wild, don't get me wrong. Played the crap out of that game. With my uncle. Not. It's not. Oh boy. Oh God, chat.
Oh. Fucking love Pure Life, bro.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Somebody brought this up in chat. Chaos Raziel says, yeah, he dogs on every other console that's not Nintendo, but guess what he has behind his coat rack?
Saw that.
Isn't it a PlayStation?
No, it's big.
Oh,
Boss.
Metal
Metal
Gear
Gear
Solid.
Solid. I just saw it.
Big Boss. Yep.
It's Big Boss. What the fuck? Why is he hating on it then? This fucking idiot. Well, I like Big Boss. I just don't like that game. Yeah.
The industry won't admit it. They won't acknowledge it at all, but Breath of the Wild is still a cutting edge video game. And here's the
No, it's not cutting edge. It's
What?
just good.
It's good. It's a puzzle game. No. No.
the Kingdom was able to improve on that. So
Improve how?
Except that
It didn't. I thought it got worse. I thought Tears of the Kingdom
And-
was worse than Breath.
even the
played
OG Zelda games were puzzle games, except for the very first 2. Well,
But they
technically
added
first
the
3.
ability of you beating on people, and your fucking sword can break because it's made out of paper mache. Fucking stupid.
And that was the whole point of the Master Sword,
I
because
know.
it never broke.
Can we count this as Nintendo better as well?
Fuck it.
Just based off that Ocarina of Time comment.
And that every single thing is better than PlayStation ever.
By the way, if he says Metacritic, I win.
If he says Elden Ring, not Night Rain, or a slur, I win. Or BG3 or Game Pass failed.
the reality of the situation, is that Mario Kart World is going to be a phenomenally successful racing game.
It's a
I wouldn't say
phenomenally
successful,
racist game.
but a phenomenal racing game, sure.
The most successful kart racer on the planet.
No, pause. First of all, you have Nintendo's version of what is essentially the Crew, and the Crew has already curbed that market. So
Forza. It's got the open world.
then there's
aspect of
Forza.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it. Defends $80. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
That will continue doing gangbusters. That will do really, really.
What the fuck is a gangbuster?
Game Buster.
Why the fuck are we?
Like evolving gaming.
No. If anything, they're just fucking following other games' track record. Donkey Kong Bonanza is just following in Deep Rock Galactic. Mario Kart World just has Forza Horizon aspects.
Hold on, I gotta address commenter Kayla. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Mario Kart World is not worth $80. They know that, and that's why they're bundling it with Switch 2.
For $50. That the bundle is for $50 for the game. That should tell you how they market that game, how they feel about it. They know it's not $80. That's why they're fucking bundling it, which is fucking stupid. And then they're going to use this, and I'm telling you it's what's going to happen. People are going to use this to state that, oh, $80 is fine because it's going to end up selling more because it's in a bundle. Because honest to God, Bryce, if you were going to buy, let's say you buy your firstborn kid a game console and you wanted it to be a Steam or a Switch because the Switch is a lot more kid friendly than other devices. Because mostly their exclusives are designed for children. They are, respectfully. Are you going to buy them a $450 console that doesn't come with anything? Or the $500 console that comes with Mario Kart, which is most likely the game they're going to play? Just saying. And no game should cost $80. If Baldur's Gate 3 was $50, every game should be $50. That game is fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Game of the
Really
year.
well, and right now people are coping and seething about its success because they can't bring themselves to admit that racing has such a dedicated following on Nintendo consoles. Because
Mario Kart has a dedicated following
Mario
on Nintendo
Kart does.
consoles.
And the only reason why Mario Kart 6 has so much sales, I apologize. The only reason Mario Kart 6 has so many sales, it was bundled with the Wii U and it was bundled with the Switch. Just saying. Plus, when it was bundled with the Switch, we were kind of going through a pandemic where people couldn't leave their fucking house.
Because the narrative has always been that real racing games are on PlayStation. You know,
I don't think I've
real
ever
racing
heard a single
games
person
are
say
Gran
that ever.
Turismo. And
I have never heard that in my life. A real
I don't know a
racing
single
Wait,
person
what
that
was-
hates Mario Kart.
What was the comment?
Real
He said
racing-
that people say that real racing games are on PlayStation, like Gran Turismo.
Well,
Real racing games
Mar-
are the
Nintendo Nintendo had kart racing, and that was the whole charm of it because, like you said, Nintendo usually oriented towards kid-friendly content. So you're not going to drive a fully spec'd out 3D rendered modeled car like in Gran Turismo or Forza, or Need for Speed series. You're going to go with go-karts.
Well, you also have to think, like, if racing was so pivotal in the Nintendo series consoles, they would continue to do, Sonic racing, which I guess kind of Monkey Ball Racing had a game.
It did.
Monkey Ball had a racing game. Crash Bandicoot has racing games. Spyro, I think, had a racing game.
I don't think Spyro did. I think it was a
And no, Spyro did have a racing game.
I don't remember that.
But I will say also that there was also Crash Team Racing.
I did say Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if you might not have heard me.
Yeah, but I think Spyro was thrown into that one.
That might be what I'm remembering.
Yeah, but also don't forget that, when it came to Nintendo and Sega, they had the crossover with the Mario and Sonic Olympic games.
Right. Yeah.
I remember that one.
When was the last time we had one of those?
Wii. The
Wii
Wii was
era.
the last one. Yeah, it was.
Exactly.
That one you and I used to play a lot. I remember.
Oh, yeah,
Sonic
I love
at the Olympics
we
2011.
liked. It was either 11 or 14. At our house with the Wii. We played 3 games. Wii Sports because it came bundled with the console and it was actually really good. Wii Sports Resort
love Wii
because that
Sports.
was awesome. And
Wii Sports Resort's coded.
And then Mario and Sonic Olympic games. Those were the games we played. That was it. All the other games that we had on the Wii, we just hated because we never would play it.
07 for Reggie for that.
And
Baby Gator, I am currently eating ramen. That's how I'm getting through this.
Like Mario.
He just talked about Forza.
Narrative has always been that real racing games are on PlayStation. Real racing games are Gran Turismo and Forza.
Can we say Xbox bad there?
He's saying it's PlayStation though.
Like Mario Kart can't be considered a real racing game.
Nobody's ever said it wasn't.
It's not a real racing game. It's a kart racer. It's a completely different concept. Genuinely. It's not like it's a bad game.
Oh,
but it's not
yeah.
a real racing game.
Swaggernaut X in the chat also points out that on Nintendo there was also the F-Zero series.
The F-Zero series.
And the Wipeout series.
I didn't play Wipeout.
I think I remember the Wipeout.
It was like hover racing, kind of like F-Zero.
I only remember
but it was like
I remember the Wipeout game that was on, I think, the Wii. It was great.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about the one that's based off of the game show either.
That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember.
But there was another game that was Wipeout based off of the TV show, yes.
Just like how Smash Bros. Can't be considered a real fighting game.
It's a completely.
What do you say?
Smash Bros. Can't be considered a real fight game.
They have whole world tournaments based on that game.
Yeah, but it's a different.
It's a fighting game. It's just a different type of fighting game. It's not an arena fighter.
It's not like you wouldn't compare it to fucking Mortal Kombat or
No.
any of that because they're completely different. It's
Completely different.
It's a completely different type of game. This guy also tried to tell us that Star Fox was an FPS and was better than Doom.
You're not even in first person.
I know. I just thought you'd want to know.
It's just.
I mean,
a
if anything, it'd be
cope
technically considered a
from
third-person shooter.
It's an Unreal shooter. It's not a third person.
Yeah, there you go. Unreal.
people who just refuse to acknowledge the success and longevity of this brand. And
It's been around since before, I think, Power Boss was born.
Nintendo was made in the 1800s.
Yeah, it's if anything, it
used to
only
be a
has
toy
longevity.
store. I should tell you that its longevity is known. That being said, for the fact that it's been around since the 1800s, how in the name of Sam Hell is Sony, a newer company, in the top 3 for everything in Japan? It's a Japanese company. Why is it less than Sony? I know
They don't even.
Whoa,
They don't
did you
even-
just say that the Nintendo Entertainment System first NES came out in the 1800s?
No.
Or is it
No,
talking about
no.
Nintendo as a
Nintendo the
company?
company.
We said the
Nintendo's a
company.
company.
Oh, okay. I was about
Yeah,
to say
we know that the NES came out in like the
83,
60s.
my
So it was like-
birth year.
one or the other.
It came out my birth year in 83.
Yeah, we both knew that it's been out since the 1800s. They used to be a toy store, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, they started selling handhelds in 1977.
Mm-hmm.
the console, and are doing everything they possibly can to downplay this game and everything that Nintendo has tried to accomplish with it. And there are
Why is he leaning back and talking? I don't.
Well, here's
like
the other thing.
that.
Sony got so big in gaming, and they don't even focus solely on gaming. They do TVs,
In movies.
entertainment systems, movies, a whole bunch of stuff. Not even focused on solely gaming, and they're still doing as good or better than Nintendo.
Way better. They're the third most profitable company in all of Japan.
So like, Nintendo needs to step it up. Is essentially what it comes down to.
Basically, yeah, they need to stop re-releasing the same shit and make a fucking movie out of it if they're gonna try to compete with Sony.
They can't even do movies out of it because
No, they can't.
Detective Pikachu.
Hey, Detective Pikachu was funny, but it was terrible. It was funny, but it was terrible.
Super
What'd you
Mario
think of the
Brothers
second
movie
one?
wasn't 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it wasn't either. I did like Jack Black though. He did.
I like the
pretty good.
original Mario movie.
Oh yeah, dude, I love it so much.
One more Toad's
watched-
the one where Toad's a fucking little-headed person. Or my bad, Yoshi. Yoshi's a little-headed dinosaur.
Yeah, Sony made phones and laptops too. Like, they're not even focused on gaming, and they're outperforming you. Like, granted,
were a
Nintendo isn't
big
solely focused on
electronics
it either, but that's a major part of their development is gaming.
Yeah, Sony was way bigger electronics company than they were up
Gaming.
until the PlayStation 1, a gaming company. They were always into electronics with the Sony Walkman, TVs they've always had.
Plus, they're apparently
they've-
selling Spider-Man.
Supposedly back to Marvel, yeah.
Please? Please? You guys have fucking ruined it. I'm so...
That's not why we're here. Play the video.
Yeah.
There are lots of examples of like copes that have come up over the past couple of months, but the most important thing to me is kind of emphasizing going into this that this is what we have seen every console release since the N64 release.
What? What?
I think that counts as Xbox bad. Because he said every console, I think.
I think he's talking about Nintendo. I want to... If not, we're going to keep Xbox. But before you mark Xbox bad, we're gonna just listen to see if he's talking about Nintendo. Because if that's the case, Wii U sucked ass. The 3DS sucked ass. They lost their ass on both generations. Both. That's why they were fucking hurting before the Switch came out.
This has always been the narrative, downplaying the launch window titles of games to downplay the hardware and then continuing to
Yeah, he's talking about Nintendo. He's not talking about Xbox. So, not Xbox bad.
pretend for as long as possible that the Nintendo console doesn't have games. And it's not a sustainable business strategy. It never was. They were doing this during the height of Pokemania, if that tells.
The height of Pokemania was during Pokemon Go. It has never even touched or sniffed that line.
Which was 2016?
Yes. Right when Pokemon Go came out, was the largest Pokemon ever was. And it has died since, in comparison. It is not even close. It's still big. It's still a big thing, don't get it twisted. But it's nowhere near what it used to be.
That's why we're here, because it's not going to do that well. Like, if we get a Nintendo Switch 3, it's going to be an apology console.
I don't even think it'll be a Switch. It'll probably be some other name shit like they did with the Wii. The shit that still irks me is I fucking love the GameCube. All they would have had to have done, make the GameCube bigger and give it a bigger disk drive space, and that would have smoked the Wii. But they didn't want to do that. They wanted to have that stupid fucking thing that, yes, there was some cool things with it, but God, man.
Tells you like anything about how doomed this strategy was to fail. But
That's
the idea that like people are just going to like lose interest in Nintendo consoles because they're just that low quality and people don't
They are low quality. You're spending $450 for games that run at 11 FPS. $450 for games that run worse than a $300 console known as the Steam Deck. $450. It's not like we're paying like $200. If the Switch 2 was like, let's say, I don't want to say 300. No. If it was $300 or $250, I'd sing its praises. I would. Maybe not for
Now,
the
I
game
will-
prices.
Everything bad about it would be understandable if it was $250, $300.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, if they drop the Switch 1 price further, and they drop the Switch 2 down to about $300, $350, that would be more understandable. But for $450, you would at least think that they would make the screen an OLED.
Of course.
And that's the biggest travesty about the price. Otherwise, for everything that you're getting with the Switch 2 over the Switch 1, it kind of justifies it, but not wholly. It's not the whole story.
You'd also possibly believe that a game wouldn't fucking cost $80 on the fucking console. And then you have stupid fucks like this schmuck trying to defend it. Sorry. I don't know if you can tell. I don't like
Chaos, if you didn't hear me, that's funny.
Like playing them. That is just a complete cope and completely out of touch with reality.
Yes, you are.
Very ironic. Let's go to
Next video.
Cleric Spear Expedition 33. How Cleric Spear will fail to random Nintendo titles.
I know this is a favorite topic of yours because I know what you think of Expedition 33.
I don't like it. It's not bad. I'll state that the game is not a bad game. I don't like it.
Everything I've seen about that game has been Gooner material.
No, absolutely not.
It's actually
like every video that I've seen about it has been somebody like gooning to one of the characters looking.
But Bryce, it is actually a very good game. I just don't care for it. And since it's Expedition 33, we're gonna go ahead and mark that. So now I just need fake sales.
I need Xbox bad.
Is that all you need? Is Xbox bad?
Xbox bad and Metacritic will win me the game.
Oh dear God. I need no Xbox bad and no Metacritic. Please.
Imagine your favorite game this year is Claire Obscure.
Hold on, pause. Can we appreciate that he actually has a light on?
Yeah, but let's look at his hair, dude. It's so much worse. And it looks like the light from his kitchen. His smile is so creepy. This is like the haunting shit. Imagine
Swaggernaut
coming at you in a fucking Halloween costume. This would win every day. Good God.
Swaggernaut, hold on. Swaggernaut, Marvel Rivals is Gooner material, and that's the primary selling point that they're going for. They're not even trying to hide it.
Actually, you want to know what I could say, Bryce? We did talk about Zelda all last video.
Yeah, we did.
So,
he even mentioned Ocarina of Time specifically.
So, I got bingo.
Did you win?
Mm-hmm. I got Defends $80 games, PlayStation bad, Nintendo better, Zelda, and picking his nose. Do you want to go to best 2 out of 3?
Yeah. Do you want to clear the board?
No, we're going to keep the board. We're just going to go to see who gets the first to get 2.
All right. And I'm at a disadvantage. Let's do this.
But you're also closer to 2 than I am.
Second favorite game is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
That's actually a good game. I don't like its UI at all, but it's actually a very fantastic game. Have you played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Bryce?
Maybe.
It's the
no, I didn't.
No. Okay, well, it's very, very fun. It's actually really good. I'll give it its props. I don't like the UI at all, but it's actually very fun.
You're starving for games. You're just...
What?
Who is?
Who the fuck
Name
is
one
starving for
person.
games? I can name a list of all the games I've been playing that are brand new. We got Doom. We got fucking Oblivion Remastered. We got Outworlds coming out later this year. Hell, we got that shit on next Sunday, which I'm gonna ask Bryce. Do you? Oh no, you're probably gonna be working. Never mind. You're probably gonna be working, so you won't be able to react to that with me. Damn it.
Hit it.
Hungry for some new cool experiences, and as such, you are willing to slap up the sloppiest slop.
What?
We're saying Game Pass bad.
Game Pass bad?
Yeah, or no.
Game Pass failed?
Yeah, because it's a Game Pass game. It is. It's actually.
So I need Pal World, Xbox bad, and Metacritic.
I need fake sales or BG3.
Swag or not, that's crazy.
What did he say? Starving, my backlog is longer. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You know, that's you right now. You know, those of you who are acting like Claire Obscure or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which
both games that are fucking fantastic, by the way. I'm not a big fan of fucking turn-based games, but Claire Obscure, if you like them, is very good. It is.
The way have both already been forgotten.
What? What are you talking about? Oh, they're not played anymore. Yeah, because people probably beat it.
Dude, you could do wonders with a screen capture right now.
Oh God. I'm gonna show you one of mine because I don't give a fuck. We're gonna look at a meme I put in Gara's community. Nothing beats that one.
That's good.
Okay.
Are in any way relevant, you guys would be blown away by 40-year-old Nintendo games, you know.
I don't think I would.
A 40-year-old game versus a brand new game that runs well and way better
I think the most
and looks good. Are you crazy?
I think the most I'd be impressed by a 40-year-old Nintendo game is the fact that it ran.
That's about it. What would be 40 years old? Wouldn't that just be the SNES? Or no, it would just be the Nintendo Entertainment System, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Power's the
I'm
expert here.
playing through like Dragon Quest 3 right now. Better than both of those, you know.
Play the video.
1 second. Switch 2 game that looks like this. Okay, let's compare that to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This is an actual in-screen photo of it, Bryce, right there. Okay. Right there's like a preview of a video of it, if you can see it down there. It's not a bad game. I just don't like the UI.
That's one of the funny things that I noticed about Claire Obscure. Like, oh, I'm a big fan of the best JRPGs ever made, like Final Fantasy.
Why are we always hating on Final Fantasy?
And Chrono Trigger. And I'm just
I don't even know what that is.
sitting there thinking that like Chrono Trigger isn't that good, you know?
Ironic. Because all the games that you cope for are not that good at all.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
He keeps dogging on Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy has multiple games on the Switch.
Do they? I'm shocked.
You know, like, like there are better RPGs out there, as real fans would tell you, you know.
You good, brother?
This fucking dude and his fucking, oh, I'm a real fan. I'm a real boy level bullshit. I'm getting tired of it, man.
Dragon Quest was always better than Final Fantasy. And
When?
When, Harmon? I even love Dragon Quest, and I know it's not. Just stop it.
And of course, like, you know, there are all these other like JRPG franchises out there, but Claire Obscure is a really good example of just how desperate the general gaming community is in like trying to distract people from the reality of the situation. That
What
He came up with that on the fly.
Every time he says the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation, Jimmy. I just don't understand why he's so damn stupid. Like, come on, man. It's fucking getting annoying. Every single video. The reality of the situation is that I'm always correct and you're always wrong.
He keeps talking about reality because he misses living in it.
It's the ASMR Princess Peach fart porn, man. I tell you.
basically every Nintendo game that's come out in the past like 20 years is better than this, you know.
The fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay.
Why? You're making my eye twitch. I'm getting so fucking frustrated. I'm getting so frustrated. My eye is twitching.
Right now, like, you know, I'm playing games like, you know, Yakuza Kiwami, Dragon.
Yakuza.
Okay, that's a good game. Yakuza's good.
Yakuza's
is good.
Not a fucking Switch game though. No? Isn't Yakuza on Game Pass?
Kiwami might be.
Power Boss. Power Boss. Motherfucker has himself not talking.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's on the Switch. Kiwami's on Switch.
Yeah, but isn't it also on Game Pass? No, maybe?
It's also on PlayStation.
What is?
The
Yakuza.
game.
Yakuza's made by Sega.
I'm not sure if all of them are on Game Pass, but I know a few of them are.
On Nintendo Switch uses the PlayStation 3 build, so it probably runs like ass, is what you're telling me. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Can I do a Sheen impression? I'd have to try. I'd have to
No, I can't do it.
I'd have to actually try to work at it. I don't like to just try it without working because it sounds terrible. Like, you should have seen when I was first trying Donald Duck. Oh god.
Yeah, Ace Attorney 3, you know.
What? Why are we comparing Ace Attorney to a open world RPG in fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 that looks fantastic? What are you talking about? What? Okay.
All of which like can't really like a lot of them have like JRPG elements, right? You know, Ace Attorney is kind of like, you know,
Can you focus your camera, dog?
No. It's a webcam on his garbage ass laptop. I've told you it's terrible. It has this. Have you not seen when I said that the black bar? The black bar is a real thing in his videos. Right here, look at it. That's not me. That's him.
A mystery game, but like all of them are better than Clair Obscur. You know,
I wish Spec was here because Spec loves Clair Obscur, and I don't really care for it because it's just not my cup of tea. It's a turn-based RPG, but it's very good from what I've seen. For those that like that, what are you talking about? What?
these Nintendo Switch games, these games that are, over 20 years
Today, Junior.
Damn it.
old, in a lot of cases, have held up their value.
Ha, ha. Come on. Let's
You
have a
can do it.
conversation. You can do it, guy. Stop thinking before. Oh.
He's probably
Oh.
Gator 2000. He's probably bad at the game.
He's terrible at every game he's played. Have you seen him play Super Monkey Ball? He just sits there and fails for like 30 minutes. It's fucking atrocious.
Far more than something like Clair Obscur. Like it's just the reality of it is that Nintendo is just better than the competition.
Say Xbox right now.
Would that be your first?
Yeah.
I would say that the competition, because he's going to end up saying Xbox and Steam. I bet you money. He says Xbox, Steam, and PlayStation all the time.
And it's kind of sad to see, like, people try and like prop up something like, abject failures like Doom the Dark Ages.
He's projecting. This is just him projecting.
He's disrespecting Doom the Dark Ages.
No. If you cut it off before he says Doom the Dark Ages, this whole thing is just him projecting.
Oh, it's dude, I'm telling you, it's every single video. This is the type of shit. This is why I said you'll have to react for him for an hour. And then if you know all the others, you can do the pay thing. But...
His entire YouTube life is based on him propping up abject failures.
Saying games that are on the Switch are the best games of all time, and if it's not on the Switch, it's a failure. All the time. That's all he does. That's why we make a lot of content out of him. Because he's an idiot.
Alright, go ahead.
It's okay.
Or everything else that's coming out, while like they keep doing this thing where they're just like, well, everyone's playing it on Game Pass. Like,
Game Pass bad.
I already got it.
I know.
They keep trying to like pretend like, well, Angry Joe gave it a 10 out of 10. Like nobody.
Angry Joe, I don't really care for his reviews as of late because he's been doing the stupid ass fucking quick fire reviews, which is just annoying. Because I used to love when he would actively put time into his reviews, and he stopped doing that. I don't know why.
Nobody cares. Okay, that's the reality of it. You can look through
Reality
Angry Joe's like entire backlog of reviews this year. He's reviewed Clair Obscur.
No shit.
Which he gave a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And he gave Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 a 10 out of 10.
He gave it an 8, if I'm not mistaken. And they were both good games. They are. And if he did give it a 10, good. It was a good game. It was. It's an open world medieval game with no fucking powers or anything. It's just medieval RPG. It's pretty good. Made with real people.
The two games he played this year, he both gave 10 out of 10s. Almost.
It's not the only two games he's played this year, you fucking dumbass. I don't really care for his quick fire reviews, but he still reviews games.
Almost as if these games are being promoted through AstroTurfing campaign.
Oh my god. Why? Every single time, you stupid fucking fanboys have to say, it's astroturfing. It's astroturfing. Shut the fuck up, Reforged Jr. Damn it. Fuck, man, I'm getting so sick and tired of you idiots saying the same shit every single fucking time. It's pissing me off.
Pains, and that they aren't actually genuine. Like the people who are like hyping these games up are influencers, you know.
Yeah, it's how the games get promoted, just through influencers.
It's called free promotion. The influencer likes the game. The influencer says, hey, go play the game. What happens? Oh, they purchased game. No way. They're being paid to play. Shut the fuck up.
Like, you don't really see a whole lot of enthusiasm for these products outside of the enthusiasm.
Spectre has never been paid a single dime. A single dime! And loves Expedition 33. Fratanga has never been paid, and he loves Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I do say Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, if I didn't like if the UI was better, would be a game I'd play. Sorry, I had to burp.
You good?
Sorry, just killed a water bottle. I'm pissed.
Outside of the influencer sphere. And in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's case, like, it had a lot of backlash for being like woke as fuck.
You want to know what he's considering woke as fuck?
Mm.
Optional ability of choosing to fornicate a dude.
Interesting.
You can choose to be in a relationship with a guy. Woke. That's why he calls Baldur's Gate 3 woke.
You can fuck a bear in that one. Is that woke?
He hates that, by the way. I even laughed. I said, hey, I fucking played that on stream. I don't give a fuck. There was no actual fornication, but it was there.
So, forgive me if I, like, don't take, like, people just bending over backwards to hype up these mediocre products all that seriously.
All you do is hype up mediocre products. All you fucking do. Your entire existence, you stupid fucking weetard. Not retard. W-I-I, tard. Is sit there and poke all these randomly garbage games nobody's ever fucking heard of outside of the fanboys. And you try to state that they're better than games that everybody is playing. I know, you don't have to fuck the bear. Bryce chose to, after fucking a vampire.
Fuck everybody, dude.
You fucked all the dudes. I just went with Karlak because she is me incarnate.
Because we are going to see next week that Mario Kart World is going to be bigger than all this. Which,
why did he say it like that? Yes.
It's not, but okay.
Bigger than all of that. Are you on fucking drugs? Yeah, every weetard.
Which is very, very exciting to see. But
how is it exciting to see? The game looks like shit.
He would hate Odyssey.
I didn't care for Odyssey either, but
I love it.
But I will give it the fact that I didn't like it just because there was too much to do.
That would be a Pomeranian.
I just said that, and Triple H's real life dog. Actually,
I'm gonna.
Power Boss, are you good, brother?
Power Boss is talking about Triple H's real life dog.
Oh, I wasn't muted. Sorry.
But like, what's also going to be interesting is like how the industry tries to rally to downplay the success of Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh God.
And
the
of all
industry's
the
not
launch
doing
window
that.
games. You know, we kind of saw this with like a Fantasy Life 2, actually.
What the fuck even is that game?
Don't worry about it.
Where this game came out late May, very well received. People really liked it. It's like,
I don't even know what you're talking about. At all.
A bestseller on the eShop right now.
Oh, on the eShop.
Who cares? On the bestseller on your eShop. Wow. Let me tell you how bestsellers work. That month. Usually it's that week. It gets updated. And that doesn't mean that the game's selling fantastic. Don't believe me? Hey, Bryce. Want to know a game that is notorious for being on the best sellers that didn't do well? Concord. How well did that game do, Bryce? It was what? 8 days? 8 days?
6 days. 6 days.
8 days if you include the fucking beta?
Yeah.
It's like a fairly big deal, right? Among like people who are fans of it. Like, who do you
Who was the fan of it? I've never even heard of it. Wait, what? The eShop is full of shit and shovelware.
know who's even talking
Not surprised.
about Level 5's redemption arc?
What? I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Fact that they actually managed to come back.
We started talking about Claire Obscura Expedition 33, and now we're on this random side tangent of a game I've never even fucking heard of. What the fuck is he talking about? The day before Concord. Ooh. Well, that's rough. I'd say the day before, because that's just a giant-ass scam that we knew was a scam. I'd say the day before.
And produce like a game that's been this well received. Like
it's so well received. I've never heard of it, Bryce. That's what we call a well received game. Fuck Baldur's Gate 3. Oh. Might have sold 50,000 units.
Like for a lot of these people, they don't even know that Level 5 is a thing. They don't know what that company is. They don't know about the history of it. Like, I remember when like Level 5 was one of those companies that people were trying to weaponize against Nintendo with games like Dark Cloud.
I don't even know what that game is either. I have never heard of these.
And Yokai Watch, right?
What is that? What? He's just naming a bunch of games I've never heard of.
So, I do think that's like the inevitable fate of Claire Obscura, of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I think he's shitting in his chair.
Of like all these mediocre knockoff, just.
How is it a knockoff of a game if it's completely different? Has anyone else seen a game that plays like Claire Obscura? It's a JRPG. It's possible. Has anyone seen it? But I'll state this: has anyone seen a game even close to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? I sure as hell haven't. At all. I've seen RPGs, but it's not the same. Knockoff would be like this. Here's a good example of a knockoff. Hey, Bryce, you know Concord, right?
Yeah.
I think of that game as a knockoff version of Overwatch.
I have one, but yeah.
But I know it's not really, but... Or another one that is, I think, still in my Steam wish list. Let's see.
Cough bust?
No. Nobody's left. This is a definite knockoff to The Last of Us. I'm going to have it muted because it plays songs. Tell me this is not a fucking knockoff of The Last of Us. Like, that's what you're getting. Right? This is a knockoff. Am I wrong? I have it on my wish list because I want to see how bad it is when it comes out. If it comes out. Because it even has the hit markers from The Last of Us when you headshot people. Tell me it's not like just a. Do you see what I'm showing, Bryce? Hello?
Yeah.
Does it not look like a knockoff of The Last of Us?
It's close.
See what I mean? I'm only have it recommended because I want to see what it is, honestly.
Like AstroTurf games is that like they are inevitably going to get buried by random Nintendo games. You know,
Power Boss, I can hear your family.
people like love to say that like Xenoblade isn't as popular as other Nintendo franchises.
It's not at all.
It's going to be bigger than Clair Obscur, you know.
No, it's not.
Xenoblade's units sold 142,000 units. As an entire franchise, it is like, what, 7 million? As an entire series, 7 million units. Okay? An entire series. Now, this is on Game Pass, so I don't really know. But as of April, because we don't have anything since, as of April, it is approximately 1 million units sold. Or 2 million, my bad, in May. 2 million units.
No, we do have confirmation that it was 3.3 million
3.3?
sold.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
more than 10.
Yeah.
By a lot. It's got a lot to come back, bro.
No.
Almost
like
3 million, a
Xenoblade
little bit over 3
is
million.
a really good example of like a major Nintendo IP that's been held back by.
Held back by what?
Is a really good example of like a major Nintendo IP that's been held back by journos refusing to cover it properly.
Who?
Journals. Journalists. He says
He's trying to
journals.
say journalists.
He says journos because he disrespects them.
Continuing to pretend it doesn't exist, pretending that like it's not relevant at all, when in reality they've been like getting better and better over the years.
110,000 units sold. Why the fuck would they care if it doesn't sell? The games get better, but they don't sell. Fucking idiot. Compare that to a game that did sell. Okay. God, man.
While something like Clair Obscur comes out, and because that's
It's
something
sold.
they're supposed to AstroTurf, they have to put it on a pedestal, right? But
it's a good game.
Xenoblade is the one that gets played by the actual players. You know,
You're telling me that there's only one thing. Hey, Bryce, I didn't know that of the about 3 billion people, about the like 5 billion gamers there is. Okay, we're just gonna round it. I know it's a lot more than that. There's only 100,000 fucking gamers.
Wait, say that again, Dez?
Of the like, we're gonna round it and just say we're gonna shoot low. There's about 5 billion players, like gamers, as a whole. We're shooting low. We're shooting low, I said.
No.
5 trillion. There. We'll shoot low.
5 trillion.
There's only about 7 billion people on the planet.
Fine, we'll shoot low. 2 billion players. Because there's also mobile. That's why I said it. You dingus.
If you count mobile gamers, yeah.
Of course, that's what I was counting.
Probably 2 to 3 billion, possibly, yeah.
So we're gonna shoot like 2 to 3 billion. There's only 100,000 people that are gamers to this dude.
Because of Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm. I've heard
He
it
needs to
wasn't
put
a
AstroTurf
great
on his
game. It just
hairline.
sold like crap. The only am I the only one that when I think of AstroTurf, I think of the Astrodome back with the Houston Oilers, or is that just me?
Well, I think of actual like astroturfing where it's fake grass or fake dirt.
That's what
That's
I'm
what I
thinking
think
of.
of.
It's from it's called AstroTurfing. Is from the Astrodome because they were the first ever team to implement turf because grass wouldn't grow because it needed direct sunlight.
That's the one people talk about.
You knew that, right? I knew that.
That's the one people remember and look back on fondly. Like you still see people who are like fond of even the original Xenogears, right?
What? The hell is Xenogears? Is he trying to say Xenoblade and then he said Xenogear? Like
No, Xenogears was PS1.
I don't know that game at all.
It's a very good game. It was mismatched and it was based off of a book series. It doesn't start at the first book and it doesn't go to the end of the book. And there's a big chunk of it in the middle on the
Question,
second
Bryce.
disc where it's a big skip.
Question, Bryce, since you're the one I'm playing bingo against, can we mark fake sales?
No, because he's not actually saying that it's
But he's saying it's all been
selling
AstroTurf.
good.
He's saying it's all been AstroTurf, so it can't have been
No,
selling well.
that's technically not right.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Of the original Xenoblade, of like, Xenoblade X was one of the most hotly anticipated Switch ports of the
Yeah, it's so highly anticipated, a whole whopping 100,000 people played it. Wow.
this
Xeno
generation.
Saga was
This is
PS2.
all like stuff we really need to talk about going forward. That this was a series
Wasn't
of
Xenosaga
games that was like
PS3?
that has continued to be downplayed by the gaming community over
I
the
don't know,
past 15 years, while everyone else is just like, hyping up random nonsense that like nobody will remember.
I don't even know half the games you named. I've never played Xenoblade. I never will.
I mean, Xenogears.
I do miss the PS2, man.
There's
That was
Xenogears,
peak.
Xenosaga, and the newest series is Xenoblade.
Okay.
Witcher 3 is a really
Xenogears
good
is the oldest.
example. Cyberpunk 2077 is a good example.
What did he just say about Cyberpunk? 1 second.
Run it back.
Power Boss was talking.
While everyone else is just like, hyping up random nonsense that like nobody will remember. Witcher 3 is a really good example.
That's Witcher 3.
There's Witcher 3. Oh my god.
He needs to talk
I need
about
Metacritic or fake. I need Metacritic, Baldur's Gate 3, or fake sales.
Cyberpunk 2077 is a
Witcher 3 sold 70 million units, Bryce. 70 million.
Look up Cyberpunk.
Here, we're gonna look up Witcher 3 because I fucking love that game. Oh, my bad. I added 10. It was 60 million. I apologize. Cyberpunk 2077, 25 million. More than Tears of the Kingdom.
Xenoblade.
And it smokes Xenoblade. Smokes the whole series.
good example. Like there's just endless examples of just mediocre Western products that were propped up by a dying gaming establishment,
Oh god.
only to
Ooh.
get slapped down by like just the simple reality of the fact that the Nintendo games are better.
Ugh. God damn it. What game is better than Witcher 3 that came out on Nintendo Switch? Name one. I can wait.
Hold on, don't play it yet. Hold on. I gotta look something up.
Oh, he's a Spectre. He's talking about Cleric Skier. He's saying it's a bad game. It's Wheaties, by the way. I thought that you would be a better choice for this video, but because Bryce and I are not really the biggest turn-based games. Oh yeah, Power.
Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is also on Switch.
Is it? That probably runs like ass. Oh my god. Of course he'd say story mode is too hard. Oh, Wheaties. Bryce. The homie.
Huh?
Spectre's asking who's playing bingo with me.
And that's what we're seeing here, honestly, is we're seeing the industry go out full tilt, like trying to put up, like, prop up, like, new industry giants. You know, CD Projekt Red failed. So
How did CD Projekt Red fail? How? Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm going to state this because I actually really like CD Projekt Red a lot. A lot. They have amazing stories. Cyberpunk 2077 launched like ass. It did. Especially on Xbox One and PS4. That's why they're not on their fucking digital storefronts anymore. But the game is fucking phenomenal. I love Cyberpunk. Granted, I don't think it's as good as Witcher, but it is still a lot of fun. Like, I don't understand this dude, man. He's so fucking stupid.
now they have to, like, try and you know, get people to worship Warhorse or the Cleric.
Who's Warhorse? Is that the devs? Oh, that's the devs behind Kingdom Come.
Obscure guys, but it's just not going to happen, you know. Like, we're at that point now where these people can't just sit there and say that, like, oh, our games are for mature games for mature gamers.
Oh, if you want Cyberpunk 2077, if you have it on, if you have a PC, get it when it's on sale. I love it modded. I do. It's fucking phenomenal. But if you're getting it on console, obviously, again, wait for it to be on sale. Just know it's not going to be as good as PC because you won't be able to mod it, but it's still a very good game. Make sure you get the DLC as well. Peak. That's all I'll say.
With realistic graphics that tell deep, meaningful stories. They have to sit there and, like, tell people that they grew up playing games like Final Fantasy VI. You know?
Okay. So because we went from playing games that looked not the best to games that look like this now. What? I went from the original Crash Bandicoot that looks terrible to Crash Bandicoot now. Just for instance. What is he talking about, Bryce? Bryce, I need help. Bryce, my friend, help me.
I'm trying not to die of a stroke.
You know, like, that's what they have to do, is that they have to sit there and tell you that they grew up playing the good games.
We did. We played fucking Halo 2. It was amazing. I think that Halo 2 and Minecraft were the most played games of my entire childhood. Oh, and Raging Blast 2. Almost forgot.
On Nintendo consoles while not producing games on Nintendo consoles. You know, it.
What? I didn't own a Nintendo console outside of the Wii and GameCube. And I didn't care for the Wii. And you're picking your nose again. Stop. Stop it.
It's such a weird double standard, and one that like won't stand the test of time. You know, we saw this with like Nier Automata too.
Nier Automata is amazing. What are you talking about? Oh no! Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare disrespect Nier Automata.
That is a game that really should have come out like on Switch like immediately.
No, no, it shouldn't have. No, no, no. You want to make a good game look like ass? You got me fucked up.
But like Square did everything they possibly could to hold it back and keep it from coming out. And when it finally did come out on Switch, nobody cared.
I can smell toast. I can smell burnt toast. Oh, God.
Holy crap, dude.
You know, Nier Automata was one of the most AstroTurf like force games I've ever seen in my life. And
what?
And yet, like, now that it's available on Switch, nobody cares about it. Nobody.
It's an old game.
Nobody cares about Switch.
Nobody cares about the Switch. It was terrible. There was one Pokemon game, the whole generation, one that was worth the damn console. One. And that was Legends of Arceus. One. How shit is that, Bryce? I can't believe that I, honest to God, even paid money for that damn piece of shit. I am so thankful I sold it. Fuck that damn console. Fuck it.
Remembers it. Nobody talks about it. It's just a.
Nobody talks about Nintendo games at all. I have heard more from my friends about Call of Duty than I'll ever hear from my friends about anything from the Switch. Anything. We might talk about Pokemon Legends or Pokemon every so often. That's about it. Mario Kart has been maybe, but not now. Not because it's $80. There's no way.
Dead game, you know. Same with Yakuza 0. You know, a warship.
Yakuza 0 is on Game Pass.
Title when like it was a PS4 game. Mm-hmm. Now it's
old, and nobody cares anymore because it's old. Yeah, I was about to say, isn't Nier still getting collabs? They just got a collab with Stellar Blade coming out, aren't they? No? With Eve.
Now that it's coming to Switch, nobody cares. You know, it's just, this is.
I'm just saying that nobody's talking about it in comparison because it's a lot older now. It's not like it's a brand new, like, let's say, would you be talking more about Stellar Blade or would you be talking more about Nier Automata? Genuinely. Outside of the Nier collaboration. Is it good? Oh yeah. But are you going to keep talking about the same old... I don't talk about Fallout 4 24/7, but it's one of my favorite games of all time. Bryce knows this.
It's just the reality of the situation.
The only old game I talk about all the time is because of the mods, and that's Fallout 4, or not Fallout 4, is Minecraft, and that's because I can play that with my friends.
Is that like the best these developers can possibly do is like stay off of Nintendo consoles for like maybe 5 years.
What?
For like
oh my God. Oh, my head's hurting. My head is hurting, bro.
The reality of their development cycle.
Stop saying the reality. Fuck. It's gonna be my 13th reason. God damn it.
Forces them to like put their old game on Nintendo hardware so they can start promoting the new one. You know, that's what like Kingdom Come Deliverance, the Warhorse had to do for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. They had to put the original on Switch.
It was on Game Pass. And the game was really good.
Oh my God.
Right before they were right before they started Deliverance 2. That is the reality of the situation. Because
have you seen DCS World Steam Edition? What the hell is DCS World? Oh. How much is it in fucking, oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. $3,000 for DLC for a game?
That's not the worst one, mind you.
What the fuck is that? Oh, fuck that game. I don't care it's free, but $3,000, you got me fucked up.
There's one that's worse.
These
Oh, I don't even care.
games compete with Nintendo.
DCS
For D&D
World,
stuff.
that was so bad.
No, what's the one that's worse?
It's the one that's for D&D stuff.
The Blood Bowl.
No, it's like running online D&D.
Oh.
Nintendo titles. They aren't relevant enough. They aren't good enough. All they have going for them is this idea that like the people who are buying and playing them are the sort of people who will never buy or play on.
I am fully regretting saying let's go for another. I am fully regretting it, Bryce. I just wanted to let you know.
We've
consoles
gotten
ever.
one.
And this is like a dying
gotten one.
minority of people, you know, people in their 40s who have been gaslit into hating Nintendo.
I'll take the loss now if you just want to end this suffering.
I think we should cover one more video. Just one. Just one. Just one. Just one more.
I mean, that gets Elden Ring off the title.
Yeah. One or two if it goes better. Because this is, I gotta tell you, this is fucking stupid. This is honest to God killing my brain cells.
And Elden and Night Ring.
Oh, hey, look, you just got out of the shower.
So
That gets
you
Elden
pay
Ring
off
and Night
just-
Rain off the title, right?
Yep.
That gives me one.
Oh, God. I just don't care. I just don't care.
Jeff Keighley for a Game of the Year award. You pretend that your game sold 30 million units. You gaslight people into believing that Elden Ring is one of the biggest releases of the generation.
30 million units. It was fantastic.
And what do? You immediately turn around and turn it into Fortnite.
Oh
What?
no.
It's not Fortnite at all. It's a roguelike.
Oh no.
Ugh.
You know, this must have always been the long-term plan because I can't imagine that.
You know what? That's fake sales. That's another bingo. I don't give a fuck. He's trying to say it didn't
Miyazaki
sell.
actually really.
Ugh. I'm done. We're covering something else.
God.
We're gonna watch something we're gonna watch something for us to laugh at. All right. What would be funny? Flash Gets?
Let Chad decide.
I'm gonna make a poll. Hey Bryce, are you looking forward to recording that for an hour? Reacting to Harmon Smith?
We just did 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was mostly losing my sanity. All right, so the poll is up. Meat Canyon, Flash Gits, or Devil Artemis? I will stop it in exactly 2 minutes. Hey Siri, set a 2-minute timer.
2 minutes starting now.
My head hurts.
Do you see why we make, like, I make content on this dude? He's so fucking dumb. It's every week he says the dumbest shit. I'm just gonna show you just so you're aware, Bryce. So this is his weekly fucking videos. I'm getting rid of this. And I'm gonna delete all those videos from that fucking thing. Thank God. Oh, fuck me.
How to play Nintendo Switch 2 games on your gaming PC tutorial. So he does play PC.
No, he has a PC, but he doesn't. It's not the same.
I will give him one thing. It can at least plug in his controller and learn how to play on PC with a controller, unlike Reforge.
But he also has Night Ring's lowest score, anti-woke grifters, and talks. That's a racial slur, or not a racial slur, but it is a slur. Suppressing the body cam footage. Elden Ring, Night Rings, the beginning of the end. Pretendo's Dark Side Phil. There's Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Pretendo YouTubers seethe over Nintendo Switch 2 Day 1 update. And this was before Elden Ring, Night Ring even released. He said it failed. It sold 2 million units day 1, by the way, Bryce. Pikachu reviews Power World. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. This might be the dumbest fucking thing he has ever done. I made a video on this, and I want to ask you, Bryce, do you think he had... All right, so there's 3 choices, Bryce. We're going to see if you're really... All right, so we're going to...
2 minutes. It looks like Devil Artemis wins.
Yep, Devil Artemis wins. So we're going to watch Devil Artemis, thank God. But, in the Gabe Newell video, before we go to Devil Artemis, do you think that A, he actually got Gabe Newell, B, he got an AI voice of Gabe Newell, or C, he just lowered his own voice and spoke like he was Gabe Newell? What do you think?
I'm gonna go C.
Oh yeah, I made a video on it. I could only get like part of the way.
Some microtransaction issues, like every.
Hello, Harmon. Pleasure to be on the show. I suppose.
So anyway, Devil Artemis.
I thought you'd want to see that. Okay. All right, there's only one thing to react to first.
I think the whole worst part about that so-called supposed Gabe Newell interview was the fact that he faked Gabe Newell's death at the end of it.
Yeah, that was also stupid. Yeah, he did. He like coughed up and said I was trying to say that Nintendo is terrible and blardy blar. Fucking stupid. I made a video. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was about.
No. Bobo. All right, we need 3 more of these. That'll be 2.
You gotta go.
You gotta go?
I got to go.
We cover at least 1 more.
No, I do actually have to go.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this stream. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you go follow my friend Wheaties on his channel.
I don't know if I'm gonna do my punishment on stream or YouTube. I'll try YouTube, see what happens.
Actually, I have to go. I'm just going to do it the old school way because I have you linked right here. Boom. Make sure you fucking go and you spam this dude with friendship requests and being his best friend, and basically just go and sub to him, please. But I want to thank Wheaties for coming out, even though you lost twice. And I want to thank Power Boss for coming and correcting us on the N64 because we didn't ever watch that. But anything you want to say before you skedaddle, Brick?
If you suck dick, don't do it for free.
See you later, Bryce. Well, that does it for this stream. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I will be streaming again tomorrow. I'll be playing some more Doom on the hardest difficulty with the max speed fucking